Simon Cowell, known for his sharp tongue and harsh critiques, has often said that he would never have a family. For years, the TV mogul and music executive had no interest in becoming a father, believing that it would interfere with his career and lifestyle. However, in a shocking twist, Simon's life took an unexpected turn when he found out that his best friend's wife, Lauren Silverman, was pregnant with his child. The news sent shockwaves through both Simon's personal life and the public eye, especially since Lauren was still married to Andrew Silverman, Simon's longtime friend. Despite the scandal surrounding their relationship, Simon quickly embraced the idea of becoming a father. His son, Eric, would go on to change his life in profound ways, bringing Simon a sense of purpose and emotional connection he had never experienced before. Eric's birth, a turning point in Simon's life. The birth of Simon Cowell's son, Eric, was not just a momentous event in his personal life. It marked a complete shift in his priorities. Known for his relentless work ethic and emotionally detached demeanor, Simon had never pictured himself as a father. Yet when Eric was born, Simon rushed to be by Lauren's side, reflecting on the deep emotional significance of becoming a father. Holding Eric for the first time brought back memories of his late father, and the experience left Simon profoundly moved. Eric's arrival altered Simon's worldview, prompting him to reevaluate what truly mattered in life. The birth of his son softened Simon's hardened exterior and instilled in him a new sense of love and responsibility. For the first time, Simon felt a deep emotional connection that transcended his career and fame. From workaholic to devoted father, the impact of Eric before Eric's birth, Simon Cowell was a well-known workaholic, consumed by his career. However, after becoming a father, Simon experienced a profound transformation. His new role as a father helped him shift his focus away from work and toward family. As a parent, Simon began to enjoy simple, joyful moments, like reading bedtime stories to Eric and spending quality time together. These everyday activities brought him a sense of purpose and happiness that his career had never provided. The birth of Eric also helped Simon reconnect with the values of love and family. It was clear that the arrival of his son was a defining moment, not just in Simon's personal life, but also in his mental and emotional health. Eric gave Simon the chance to rediscover the joy of life and taught him to cherish the present. Simon's struggles, grief, and the healing power of fatherhood. Before Eric was born, Simon Cowell had been grappling with immense personal grief following the death of his mother, Julie Brett, who had been his emotional anchor. After her passing, Simon's depression worsened, and he became consumed with his work as a way to escape his pain. He worked long hours and often neglected his health, feeling emotionally drained and isolated. His work, which once brought him fulfillment, now served as a way to bury his sadness. However, everything changed when Eric was born. Simon was initially nervous about fatherhood, but the birth of his son gave him a new sense of purpose and motivation to heal. Being a father helped Simon cope with the loss of his mother and allowed him to rediscover joy in life, no longer consumed by work or grief. Eric became a symbol of hope for Simon, helping him overcome depression and reconnect with the world around him. From grief to growth, Simon's path to emotional wellness. Eric's birth had a lasting impact on Simon's emotional well-being, helping him cope with the grief of losing his mother and overcome the depression that had plagued him for years. Fatherhood gave Simon the opportunity to focus on things that nourished his soul, rather than burying his feelings, bastions under piles of work. As a result, Simon started to make self-care a priority, taking steps to improve both his physical and mental health. The desire to be the best father he could be became his motivation for creating a healthier lifestyle. Simon's relationship with Eric helped him find a balance between the pain of his past and the joy of the present. He learned that while grief never fully goes away, it becomes easier to manage when balanced with love, purpose, and family. A loving partner, Lauren Silverman's support. During Simon Cowell's long recovery process, his partner, Lauren Silverman, proved to be his unwavering support system. Lauren stayed by his side, providing emotional and physical support as Simon navigated the physical and mental challenges of his rehabilitation. Her role in his recovery showed the depth of their bond and the strength of their relationship. The accident tested Simon's limits, but it also brought him closer to Lauren as they weathered the storm together. Lauren's dedication to Simon's well-being was a reminder of the importance of love, commitment, and partnership. Her support was essential during this difficult time, and Simon realized how much he needed her in his life. The experience also taught Simon the value of balance between career and family, and the importance of cherishing the people who matter most. The tragic loss, the death of Liam Payne. Just as Simon had started to recover from his accident, tragedy struck once again. In October 2024, Liam Payne, a former member of the globally successful boy band One Direction, passed away after falling from a hotel balcony in Buenos Aires. The news shocked the entertainment world, and Simon, who had mentored Liam and the other members of One Direction, was devastated. Liam's death brought up painful memories of loss and grief for Simon, who had already endured the deaths of both of his parents. Simon had a special bond with Liam, having discovered him on the X Factor and being instrumental in the formation of One Direction. The tragic death of his mentee was a stark reminder of life's fragility, and it left Simon heartbroken. He expressed his sorrow by remembering Liam not just as a talented artist, but as a person who had touched the lives of many. Grieving for Liam, a heartfelt tribute. Simon Cowell's grief over Liam Payne's death was palpable, and it affected him deeply. As a mentor, Simon had seen Liam grow from a hopeful contestant on the X Factor into an international superstar. The death of Liam was particularly painful because it was so unexpected and senseless. Simon, along with the rest of the One Direction family, mourned the loss of Liam, and Simon expressed his sorrow publicly. He remembered Liam as a talented and compassionate individual who used his fame to advocate for important causes. Liam's sudden death left a void in the music industry and in Simon's heart, but his memory lives on in the impact he had on those around him. Simon's tribute to Liam was a reflection of how much the young star had meant to him and the people who loved him. The fragility of life. Simon's reflection on loss and legacy. Liam Payne's tragic death was a painful reminder for Simon Cowell of the fragility of life. The loss of a beloved mentee, especially one who had become like family, was a harsh reality check. For Simon, it reinforced the lesson he had learned through his own personal struggles. Life is short, and we must cherish the time we have with our loved ones. After facing the loss of both of his parents, a near-death experience, and the heartbreaking death of Liam, Simon realized that success and fame were fleeting, but the love and relationships we build in life are what truly matter. Through the pain of these losses, Simon found a new appreciation for family, love, and the importance of living in the present. His journey has been filled with moments of grief, but also with love, healing, and personal growth.